So Jody,
Yes.
we got some beers here.
Yes, we do.
What do we got?
We have 4 nice selections off our tasting panel. I guess first one we can give a try here is the Grasshopper Wheat Ale, which is one of our flagship brands, actually brewed out of the Calgary Brewery, and it's a classic Crystal Bison wheat ale. It's a good palatable summertime patio beer.
Sounds refreshing.
It is. It's very refreshing.
The thing, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of wheat beers,
It's okay.
but I'll give it a try.
Neither am I.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a classic. It's one of our Big Rock flagships. It's a great thirst quenching summertime patio beer.
Yeah.
Some people like it with a wedge of lemon. Some don't. Some do.
A lot of times I get the taste that it's kind of yeasty.
Yep.
But that one's very smooth. Isn't it?
Yep, very smooth.
Well, I'll have to say that the wheat beer is
The Grasshopper, yeah.
Grasshopper is very pleasant and refreshing.
Next
the next
one.
one?
Next one we're going to try is our Nitrogenated Irish Stout.
What does that mean?
It's very much I guess the most recognizable comparison would be a Guinness.
Okay.
Everybody is familiar with Guinness, and that's our style.
You said nitrogenated.
Nitrogenated, yes. So just get a creamier mouthfeel, tighter head and bubbles to it. When it's freshly poured from the bar, you get that cascading effect. Visually stunning and just unique in mouthfeel. Very much.
So when does the nitrogen actually?
It's nitrogenated in the fermenter.
In the fermenter.
It's canned. Yeah. Looks better. We're going to really start playing around with nitrogenated beers here. Once, at least for the beers on site here, what I would love to do is get to a point where, we'll pick a beer. We say our Hollow Tree Red Ale. We serve as is, and then maybe on a paddle or a side-by-side comparison, we have a nitrogenated Hollow Tree Red Ale. And so, haven't figured out the details, but maybe you order a paddle, you get 2 beers, but 2 styles of each.
The same beer, but one nitrogenated.
One nitrogenated and one carbonated as per usual. Yeah.
It sounds like you have a lot of fun kind of experimenting and trying things out, and
a good chunk of why we built this brewery and why I'm here is experimentation, trying different things, and just having the venue, the location to showcase that, and you never know what you stumble across.
It must be nice having the confidence of Big Rock to have confidence in you to kind of do that.
Yeah, it's great.
It must be.
They've never told me what to make. They've never told me what not to make.
That's terrific. So what is the Red Ale?
The next one is the Hollow Tree Red Ale. A wonderful classic sort of Pacific Northwest Red Ale. Actually just won a first place award in the BC Beer Awards.
That is nice.
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
That is really nice.
It's a nice red ale, caramely, a little malty.
Yeah, it's got a real malt flavor to it.
Yeah.
But not overpowering.
Not too much
hoppy,
so,
but
yeah.
There's a little bit of bite there.
Yep.
Very nice. Is this kind of a staple in terms of, or do you have a sort of a...
We do have a sort of an offering of staples. I mean, because we're so new right now, it's kind of in a perpetual motion of change. But yeah, our first full-time offerings are Hollow Tree Red Ale, which is our inaugural offering, and then we also have a Citradelic IPA, single hopped with hop called Citra hop. When you get a chance to try it, we'll talk about it. But so Citradelic, as well as our Wayfinder Pale Ale, which just came out. And then moving ahead into the new year, we will have another offering, which is a porter style fruit porter. So that's called Midnight Rhapsody.
Sounds exciting.
I think it's wonderful.
Kind of sexy.
You know what? It's inspired by background singers.
I like it. Will you be brewing some kind of winter ale in terms of Christmas?
Especially for on-site here. We're going to have, we actually got a couple of offerings going on in the cellar right now. We just haven't made it on tap yet. But there's a couple of Belgians. I got one that's sort of a shot in the dark. It's a frankincense and myrrh.
Ooh, perfect for Christmas
beer. Why not? Why not?
I'm not even sure what frankincense and myrrh are, but
frankincense and myrrh and gold. How Christmassy. There's not much more than that.
So. The IPA.
Yes, Citradelic single hop IPA. Hopped exclusively with Citra hop, and 3 large dosings, 2 of them in the brew house and 1 of them after fermentation where we dry hopped with it. And the particular hop it's well known for its really big, bold citrus characteristics. It's a great IPA.
Ooh, yeah.
Get notes of citrus and grapefruit.
For sure, the grapefruit, for sure. Yeah. Interesting too, I think I might have said this before, that sometimes you drink a beer and what is that flavor? What is that flavor? You can't really kind of describe it, so it really helps when somebody like yourself kind of explains what is in there kind of thing, and not what it should taste like, but kind of what the hints are.
The hints, yes.
Before we finish, a lot of different kind of beers, and it sounds like, again, you got free reign on what to do. How often do you kind of bring in something new? Is it a seasonal thing? Is it...
Whenever inspiration kind of hits. We do have seasonal releases, so those are for sure. Generally the seasonals, we had a Rhubarb Wit, which is a seasonal. We got a Rauch beer, which is a smoked beer that's a seasonal. We also did two wet hop beers this year, which I think I'll probably expand on for next year. This year, the wet hop beers we did, I tried to do something a little unique where I took the exact same recipe, same malt load, same everything all the way through. The only differences were the hops that were used. Same amount of hops in each brew, but just 2 different hops. It was interesting how one ingredient can make a completely different beer.
Interesting.
And next year I think during that wet hop season of September into October, I think I might want to expand on that a bit. There's something to that. I just haven't quite figured it out.
I can see the wheels turning.
Yeah. I just thought of something right now, actually.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the thing is, in terms of that, like, are you constantly thinking of...
No.
Because there's day-to-day stuff. You gotta, gotta make what you gotta
pay the bills, you gotta keep the lights on, and stuff like that for sure. But you're always thinking ahead to try and, you don't want to emulate anybody, but you want to be inspired by other people's beers.
And especially in a place like Vancouver, where you've got the opportunity to taste a wide range.
I just did a walk up the road today, and I came back from there with a pocket full of notes, because all kinds of inspiration hits you. Other guys are doing all kinds. There's some fantastic beers coming out of Vancouver right now, and every brewery, everybody has something that they're really good at. And we all got something to show and something to bring to the table.
That's what makes it such an exciting place to be right now.
Absolutely.
Especially for a brewer.
Yep, absolutely.
That's terrific. Hey, Jody, thank you very much.
Hey, no worries, anytime.
Pleasure for your time, and thanks for the flight here in terms of explaining kind of what these beers are. It's been a pleasure, and really enjoyed it.
Cool, excellent. Take care.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Bye now.